Hey y'all, today I'm out here doing some chores with my chickens, trying to get the chicken coop ready before winter hits. We're at about 80 degrees today, Fahrenheit, so it's a nice warm day to get this done before it's frigid out here. Not that we get a lot of cold weather in Texas, or this part of Texas, but it does get cold enough to be uncomfortable trying to get rid of chicken poop. So I'm going to get started on this and you guys can follow along. No, I didn't get all dressed up to do this. I don't see the point in doing my hair and makeup before I come out here and get all nasty. But anyway, let me show you what's going on. So one of my leghorns is in here. My chickens lay pretty much 365 days a year. The leghorns do. The Morans do not. Don't see any of those guys around here right now. Those ladies. Anyway, looks like I got about 4 eggs over there and a fake one. She's gonna exit the building because I'm bothering her. I'm gonna get the shovel. This is a lot easier this time of year than it is in 103-degree weather. Sometimes you have to get your hands dirty. For these little corners, this is a fake egg. I keep a fake egg in here because one of the hens likes to sit in here all the time. Yep, I'm just going to use my hand. When you've been raising chickens for over 20 years, this really doesn't faze you that much. It's important that you keep a clean chicken coop for several reasons. Well, the biggest reasons for their health. But if we don't keep these clean enough, we'll get fire ants building beds in here. Roaches, flies, maggots, you name it. As you can see, I have some holes the size of my finger so that when I go to wash this out, the water will just drain out. Okay, well, I got most of it out of the boxes. You can see my drain holes. And most of it's gone out of here. So we're going to take the hay to the compost bin and come back and rinse this out. As you can see, it filled up the wheelbarrow. It'll be great for my compost bin. There's the compost bin. Now I'm gonna scoop it all into there. You can see what's in here. So that's a feed bag, cardboard box. I have not taken the tape off of them. Once the compost is ready, the tape is obvious and I just weed that out. You can see eggshells, vegetable matter, just lots of organic stuff in here. So let's get the straw in here and add to it. Okay, it's all in the compost. I realized that we'd never stapled the front back here. So there's things falling out, getting knocked out by animals. So I'm gonna have to come back today and staple that on there. We don't want our compost falling out. Kind of defeats the purpose. Micro Dirty Jobs, episode 1000. Anyway, so now let's go rinse out the chicken coop. I'm just going to hose out everything that's left in here. Get it hosed out and not clean enough to eat off of. We're not looking to get it clean enough to eat off of. Just looking to get it clean enough that mites don't want to be in here and ants don't want to be in here. I've got it wet enough now that I should be able to scrape out anything left that didn't just rinse out on its own. So let me scrape all this out. This is why I don't take my shower before doing this. You get chicken poop splashed all over you. Now I am going to spray it down with some vinegar and let that sit for a few minutes. Not only does vinegar help with the smells, so there's less smells because vinegar is an odor neutralizer, but it works like a sort of like a disinfectant. If I use the wrong word, somebody's going to say something in the comments. But after 20 years of raising chickens, I do not have the problems that other people have who try to do it differently. Y'all can try to do it differently. I don't care. This is how I raise my chickens, and this is what works for me. Like I said, I spray it all down, including the roosting bars. And then I let it sit for about 15 minutes. And then I'm going to come out here, do a final rinse, and then let it dry for the rest of the day. And no, once it's dry, it no longer smells like pickles. But I'd rather it smell like pickles than smell like chicken poop. Alright, I'll let this sit and I'm going to go take a break for a minute. We'll be back. Alright, last rinse, and then we're going to let it dry before I put the hay back in here. You don't really have to rinse the vinegar out. I'm just giving it 2 good rinses. not worry about getting every little drop of poop out of here. I could get a scrub brush and scrub it. I'm not that concerned. I do wash all the spider webs away. Nobody needs black widows or brown recluses making themselves at home. And in the spring, I'm going to give this a new paint job. At that point, I will scrub a lot of the poop off. As you can see, some of the paint's coming off, and that's when the rot sets in. So, time for a new paint job. Alright, that should be good. Let that drain out and dry, and then we'll put some hay in here. Still a little bit wet in there, so I'll give it a few more minutes. The chickens are going to arrange this how they want, no matter how I put it in there. So I really just throw it in there. The thing that worries me about hay is snakes can be in here, so I watch for snakes. Alright, all the hay's back in here. While it looks like there's a lot, this is all going to be flattened out in a couple of weeks. They'll arrange it how they want. These two will be flattened out and arranged the way they want. So, my job here is done. I added some more to this run out here. They can do what they want to with it. So we let them free range but they do come out here until we've locked them up. So they can do what they want to with it. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe. If you have any questions about chickens, let me know below.